Welcome to Sisters in the Kingdom.
I'm Tori.
And I'm Kristen.
And we're two sisters who love all things Disney. To start us off, let's loop back. Last week for our Fact or Fiction, we shared that Mickey Mouse's first words were, "Oh boy." Fact or fiction?
I forgot to think about it, honestly. So
She never actually thinks about it. The one week she did, it was wrong. So it doesn't give her any advantage.
Okay. I feel like it's fiction. I want it to be hot dog, but I know that's not it. And I feel like we've talked about it before, so I do know the real answer, and I can't think of it. But I don't think it's oh boy either.
Okay, so you're just going to go fiction.
Yeah.
Any guesses on first words?
Well, my guess was hot dog from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
That's right. It's correct. It's correct.
Yes. And the song just pops in my head.
Clearly, it was not from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse because that was not where Mickey started talking. But it was hot dog.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. It's a brand new day. What you waiting for?
I have heard that our youngest nephew, who is about to turn 2, we were just talking about this, he is getting into Mickey Mouse Clubhouse now. So our dad, I wish I could remember, he threw one of his famous lines out because he tried to yell, "Oh, Toodles!"
What did
he said something like, "Oodle." I can't remember. But my husband and my mom looked at him like, "What?"
We gotta ask him. We should have called him and had him voice in.
We should have. Oh man, gold. He's gold. All right. Okay, so we are going to do a restaurant review. We have never done a restaurant review. So this will be our first one. And we are going to start with Beaches and Cream.
Yeah.
Don't ask us why we decided to start with this one, but we did. And
I feel like it's one of the first that we went to together as adults.
Yeah, so this was our first girls' trip. And we picked some restaurants that we had never been to. And I've never been to this restaurant before we did this as the girls' trip. And it was a hot commodity, let me tell you. This is one of those restaurants that you have to have reservations for. So I guess let's just dive in.
What is it? Everyone's like, what are we talking about?
So Beaches and Cream is a diner-style restaurant.
Yes.
Think 50s, 60s diner, classic food, ice creams, floats, all of that. It is a super cute little spot. It is right behind the boardwalk at the Beach Club Resort. If I don't say diner, it's kind of like an old-fashioned soda shop, if that rings any bells for you outside of diner. And it is one that reservations fill up. So we think 60 days from, I think we've kind of gone into this before, but you can make reservations for Disney World restaurants and some of the specialty things, whether that's tours, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, any of those 60 days from the first day of your reservation. If you're staying on property, it's the first day throughout your entire trip. You can book any days. If you're not staying on property, then every single day of your 60 days out from Monday, 60 days out from Tuesday, you have to get on every single day to make these reservations. Yep. Which means these harder to come by reservations like Beaches and Cream or Cinderella's Royal Table or some of those, you might not even get an option to book because they're gone. They're taken by all the resort individuals. So historically, we haven't necessarily done a lot of reservations, right? On property, because we always stayed off property.
Yep. And so we can't get them.
Well, you can get some of them, but I think, again, we've talked about this. We are such ride people, right? We park open, park closed. That's where we were. And so reservations weren't really on our list. We eat quick service, we would eat at the
No.
condo.
Well, especially one like this because it's outside of the park.
Right.
So it was never really on our radar before. Honestly, I thought the first time it was a little tricky to find. Like I hadn't explored the boardwalk before, and it's kind of like tucked into the beach club resort. And there is
Yes.
also a walk-up window, I think, where you can go and just order ice cream.
Yes.
So if you're interested in that, that is a possibility.
Yes. But it's really fun. It was definitely a fun time to be able to go. Um, it is, we're going to get into it, but I will say I didn't necessarily think food wise. So, again, diner food, there wasn't a huge selection. So, if you're not a picky eater, this is kind of a place for you. But it had very, and we'll get into each one of the things, but it had very classic food. And when you're like hyped up for a reservation that is coveted and hard to get to, I was kind of like, wah, 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 like for the food.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Like
thought you were going to add. Nope.
regular food, this is not it. But ice cream. If you love ice cream, if you love dessert, this is the place to go. Which
Yeah.
we'll get into what we ordered, but it's just ironic that this is the place to go for ice cream, and then we'll get into what Tori may or may not have ordered.
To be fair, this was now what, 3 years, almost 4 years ago? Or is it 3 years?
Almost 3 years
Okay,
ago.
almost 3.
She's
My
trying
memory
to
doesn't
make
go
it
back
ancient.
that far. Like erased, gone. I have some like I can like picture big picture things, details at this point gone, don't exist.
Yeah.
But okay, so again, our experience. This was in 2022, and it was for our girls' trip.
Mm-hmm.
Let's before we talk about what we ate,
Yes.
let's just talk about the menu.
Okay, let's do it. So, entrees. Your options for entrees are going to be price range $18 to $23, so pretty reasonable for a Disney resort entree. You're going to have an Angus beef burger, an Impossible burger, beaches and cream grilled cheese, French dip sandwich, cheddar bacon ranch chicken sandwich, and a Reuben sandwich.
So if you stop right there, because we'll get into sides, that's it for your entrees. So if you're looking at a menu and you're like, you don't even have like a specialty burger. It was
No.
just, this is what it is.
Hopefully you like burgers or sandwiches because those are your options.
Do you remember what you got?
I know we had to special order something, and I don't have a picture of it in my phone, which is very unlike me. I take pictures of everything.
You went all the way back to 2022, like scouring for this.
I did. I
I
have
know.
pictures of the desserts, but not the food. I want to say I probably got the grilled cheese with gluten-free bread because I remember some type of cheesy sandwich with tater tots.
I'm thinking I got the French dip. I'm feeling like
that sounds accurate.
that sounds right with the au jus. And I cannot, if I had to guess for our mom, I know she wouldn't have gotten a Reuben.
Mm-mm.
So she either got the cheddar bacon ranch chicken or the cheeseburger.
Oh, she might have gotten the chicken. Man, I feel like I would get the chicken now.
All right, Mom, we know you're going to watch or listen, so chime in. Give us a comment.
She'll remember.
Tell us what you got. But the sides, so the sides are separate. So this is one of those places where your burger or sandwich doesn't come with the side. So your sides are between $6 and $11. You've got chili cheese tots, cheese and bacon tots, a bowl of tomato bisque, potato tots, a bowl of chili, French fries, and onion rings.
Yeah. And I think the reason that they're separate is because a lot of people come just for dessert, and who doesn't love fries and ice cream?
Oh, I know. That is the play. That is the play. I probably got tots if I had to guess.
Mom might have gotten onion rings.
Mom is an onion ring.
She does like onion rings.
She does. But I don't know.
We
But
don't
that's
know.
all you got. food wise, besides the kids, so if we went into a kids that it's between 10.50 and 12.50 for kids, you've got a grilled chicken sandwich, a cheeseburger, a hot dog, a turkey sandwich, and mac and cheese. And they can create their own side with that. And so they get grapes, carrots, watermelon, strawberry yogurt, or a Mickey Mouse sundae.
I mean, their meal sounds pretty good. I feel like you should just come and get a kid's meal
I
and then
feel
get
like
to pick.
that is also the play. Like, why not do that? But I don't know.
Because Disney's
Okay.
not strict. This might be a restaurant where they are, but like most of the restaurants, you can order a kid's something, or at
Right.
least quick services. They'll let you get a kid's meal.
Something to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's talk about
Dessert.
dessert.
I love dessert.
And so specialty shakes. Okay, why don't you get into the specialty shakes right off the bat?
Okay, so you're gonna have a pumpkin pie shake. I feel like this one might be seasonal. I just looked up the menu like a week and a half ago, so they might change this out for a Christmas type one coming up, but I don't know. So we have a pumpkin pie shake. This has salted caramel with caramel drizzle, sprinkles, and a slice of pumpkin pie.
Have you ever had pumpkin pie?
Yes,
Do you like it?
I do.
Really?
I do. Its texture is a little funny compared to other pies.
I don't like pie. Like all of them. No, thank you. Not even apple. Don't even ask. She's gonna ask. No. When do I eat it? I don't eat it at Thanksgiving, do I?
No, but you'll make it.
I make it for you, yes. But I don't eat it.
Oh man. Well, this sounds really good. I think someone should go try it. All the specialty shakes are 15.50. So the next one, this is going to be totally right up Tori's alley.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No.
It's a chocolate brownie shake. So this is for your chocolate lovers. You're gonna have a chocolate shake with ooey gooey brownie, whipped cream, and chocolate shavings served in a souvenir cup.
Interesting. Then we've got the Mickey Confetti Shake, which is vanilla shake, whipped cream, rainbow sprinkles topped with a rainbow confetti cupcake in a souvenir cup. Now, this is ringing bells. You said that mom got this. Do you think that mom and I split this?
You know, you might have.
I wouldn't have wanted the cupcake, which would have left that for mom, which she would have wanted.
And it was right at her birthday.
Yes.
And you would have liked the shake because it's a vanilla shake and sprinkles. Like that's the two very safe option for Tori with a dessert, like vanilla and sprinkles. She will try it out. That might be because I was thinking I would have taken a photo, even if she just got like a scoop of vanilla ice cream. I had to have taken a photo of it, and I have nothing.
And is there any way that I got this and mom got something different?
No.
Okay.
It's large. Like, there's no. I don't believe in any universe that you ordered this for yourself.
You
But I
never
like
know.
your optimism.
I do like ice cream.
Yeah?
Okay, the last one is the strawberry mini shake, and it's a strawberry shake with strawberry sauce, whipped cream topped with a vanilla mini cupcake, and served in a souvenir cup.
Yum.
I
I
feel
love
like I could like
strawberries.
this.
That does sound like you.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't have wanted the cupcake. So that's why I'm thinking I didn't order my own of anything because I wouldn't have wanted all of that.
And you wouldn't have wanted to spend all of the money on it to only eat half of it.
Yeah. But I don't know. They also had shakes and soda. So shakes and soda range from about $7.25 to $8.25. And so they've got a frozen sunshine, which this sounds good to me. Rainbow sherbet, vanilla ice cream, seltzer blended into perfection, topped with whipped cream and a candied orange slice.
That sounds just like you.
I say that. I don't like seltzer. And I don't like a candied orange. But I love sherbet.
But surely it's non-alcoholic. Because
Yeah.
it's only $7.
Well, I know, but a seltzer like bubbly water.
You don't
I'm
like
not.
any bubbles?
No.
You don't like a little fun in your cup?
No, and I appreciate the dance. A little fun in my cup. No.
I did a shoulder shimmy for
Why
those
do I
of
need
you.
fun in my cup?
I don't know. I like a little fizz here and there.
They also have ice cream sodas, which my husband would love this. So you've got vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, cherry, or pineapple. I'm assuming that's ice cream
Yeah.
flavor, and then you can pick whichever soda, like a soda shop. And my husband would probably like anything with like a root beer or a Coke or something like that.
I want to know what people are mixing with pineapple.
You could do like a Sprite, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. And then you've got malts and shakes. So you can do like regular shakes or a malt. My daughter loves. Okay. Do you like malt?
I thought it was malt.
What am I saying?
I feel like you're saying.
I'm saying malt.
Okay, tell us if you're hearing it the same.
I can hear what you're saying. Are you trying to say that I need to say malt instead of malt?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Do
think
you
it's
like
a malt. Like
Do you like
malt.
malt?
No,
Oh.
I
Lena?
don't.
Sorry,
But I
my
think it's
daughter.
with an A. That's what I was just asking. I didn't know if you knew how to say it. That's just what I think it is. I don't know.
I don't know. So my daughter, Bean, loves Whoppers. Loves them. It's her favorite,
Oh,
like favorite kind of candy if she can pick. And apparently that's random because a lot of people don't like malts. And I think a Whopper is malt, right? Malt. I don't know. I feel like now I'm like milk and how do you say milk the wrong way? Milk. That's what
oh
I feel
yeah.
like is happening right now.
You're doing great. I was just at work the other day and we were talking about Whoppers and about if people like them or don't like them.
Well, now you can say your niece loves them.
All right.
Like loves them.
That's good to know.
All right, why don't you share why people actually come here? Like, what is the main draw? Of
The
this
draw.
place? Yeah.
So there is this dessert. It is called the kitchen sink, and it serves 4 people minimum. And it is $39. You don't have to have 4 people to order it. You could be one person and order it. But
Okay, before you get into it, break it down. $39 for 4 people, $10 a person for this. Not bad.
not at all, especially once you hear everything that is inside of it.
Oh, yeah.
So you have scoops of vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, cookies and cream, and mint chocolate chip ice cream. So 5 flavors of ice cream.
Scoops, not a scoop. Scoops.
And they're topped with hot fudge, peanut butter, Snickers pieces, fresh baked brownies, and it's smothered in every additional topping they have. And it's also available in chocolate lovers or Neapolitan.
Okay, but that's not it. It is
It's not
served
the best part.
with a whole can of whipped cream.
Yes, and that's part of their bit. So they bring it out. Oh,
They turn off the lights in the restaurant and like strobe lights go off.
I'll have to put a short up of this
Yeah.
afterwards. Yeah, there's like these like siren lights almost. That's how I would describe them.
Yeah.
Siren lights that are going off. They're walking the massive bowl. It's not as big as I'm making
It's
it
a
look.
sink. It's literally a sink.
Yes, this sink of ice cream to your table, and everyone knows that you ordered it, and they say something about how they ordered the kitchen sink with, and it's got a whole can of whipped cream, and then the whole restaurant goes, a whole can.
So when we were there for our girls' trip, there were 2 girls sitting right behind us
Yes.
that ordered this for themselves. And
Yes.
I was impressed. It doesn't say this in here, but like it had whole pieces of cake in it too. Like whole
Yeah. Well,
pieces.
maybe that's the additional toppings that they have at the time.
And they were trying. They did pretty well, but
They gave it a fantastic effort. I was rooting them on. I wanted them to finish it.
They say 4 people, but I honestly think if we had our whole group of 15 that went to Disneyland and
Oh,
we ordered
easy.
one of these, I still don't know, even with as many kids as we had, if it would be gone.
Yes, it would.
You think so?
I think so. Between my husband, your husband, our brother, and our dad, like that alone is a huge dent.
But my husband doesn't love ice cream like that.
But he likes brownies and
He
dessert
does.
and peanut butter.
That's true.
So he'd be like, okay, we'll scoop this part for me. Now you take this section. I feel like they would like
That's true.
overanalyze the ice cream.
That's true. We didn't even attempt it because you all hearing this. I don't like chocolate. I don't like peanut butter. I don't like fudge. I don't like any of that stuff. So it would have been a no go for us.
Yeah, and I can't have any of the regular baked goods.
Yeah. No.
So,
So we didn't do this. They also have a traditional old fashioned sundae.
Mhm.
So this is $9.25, and you can decide what 2 scoops of ice cream. But then you can get a topping of your choice. So that can be marshmallow, strawberry, pineapple, peanut butter, hot fudge, caramel, chocolate syrup topped with whipped cream, toasted almonds, and a cherry. Okay, do you say caramel or do you say caramel?
I say caramel. What do you say?
Caramel. I don't even know anybody who says caramel, but people do.
Someone's gonna comment that they say that. For sure.
Oh man.
Oh.
Okay. Then there's also a Snickers sundae. This is
Mhm.
13.50. This is 3 scoops of vanilla ice cream, smothered with hot fudge, marshmallow topping, and Snicker bar pieces topped with whipped cream,
Mhm.
chopped peanuts, and a cherry.
That sounds so good.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Talk about the next one.
Okay, this next one is called the No Way Jose, and this is what I ordered. I did not realize how large it was when I ordered it. It's 13.50. It's another one that they're pretty well known for. It has peanut butter and hot fudge delight, featuring chocolate and vanilla ice cream, peanut butter and chocolate morsels, whipped cream, and a cherry. But I don't love chocolate ice cream, so I swapped it to be fully vanilla ice cream with peanut butter. And this thing, I'm not exaggerating. I think it was about the size of my face. Like the scoop itself in the bowl, it was so large, and I really gave it my best shot. And I took all these photos with it, and I, in hindsight, do feel a little bad because I was taking all these pictures and sending them to my husband, and I was like, "Wish you were here so that you could finish this ice cream because I can't finish it." And he came the next day to surprise me, and I had no idea that I was just rubbing my delicious ice cream in his face.
Oh, it's all right. He was probably too nervous to even care.
Yeah.
They also have an old fashioned sundae, which is just 3 scoops of ice cream with a topping. They have a fudge mudslide, which is 13.50. A gooey, chewy brownie covered with hot fudge. 3 scoops of vanilla ice cream, chocolate sandwich cookies, and whipped cream topped with chocolate syrup and a cherry.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't feel like these prices are that bad compared to the size of ice cream. Like all of these could feed in my brain, like I think of my family of 4. If we got one of these, we could easily have one between the 4 of us.
Yes.
If we could decide on that would be the trick. There'd be no way we could decide. But if we could decide, we could easily do one of these for all of us.
It is large.
Yeah.
Let's see. They also have ice cream creations. These are just $8. You can get a double hand scoop of ice cream. So this is what I feel like. Why am I feeling like you ordered sherbet? This is now like I don't know why that's sitting in
See,
my
that doesn't ring a bell to me. I do
brain.
love a waffle cone, and they have waffle cones. So I could have seen myself, I guess, getting sherbet in a waffle cone, and that's very possible.
Yeah, the types of ice cream are vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, mint chocolate chip, cookies and cream, butter pecan, rainbow sherbet, and coffee ice cream. And you can get a waffle cone or a sugar cone.
Yeah, I love a waffle cone. So I could very well see that I could do that.
I just feel like you got sherbet.
Mom, correct us. Tell us.
Yeah, we don't know. And I probably would not have been excited enough about the sherbet to take a picture.
She would have been like, lame.
Okay, and then they have hard floats and shakes. So these ones are $15 to $20 and they contain alcohol and they sound pretty darn delicious if you want like a grown-up float. So
Yeah.
the first one is a s'mores shake. It has chocolate and vanilla ice cream. Guys, I can't pronounce any type of liquor.
Amarula.
Yeah, thanks. Amarula. Cream, cream de cacao topped with marshmallow chocolate sauce and graham crackers.
You did a really good job. They also have a tropical sunrise float, which this one sounds good to me. This is Ace pineapple hard cider and rainbow sherbet.
Oh, yum. They have a Bailey's sundae. This one's coffee ice cream topped with hot fudge, chocolate brownie, Bailey's Irish cream liquor, chocolate sauce, whipped cream, and a cherry.
They have a stout float, which is a Guinness stout with chocolate sauce and vanilla ice cream.
And then they have a grasshopper float, which is a Guinness stout with mint chocolate chip ice cream.
And then classic root beer float, so you can do vodka, root beer, and ice cream.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about final thoughts. If you were going to go back, would you do this place again?
I feel like since I've done it, I probably would not go back unless there was someone that was really wanting to go experience it. Like, I feel like I got the experience. I feel pretty good about it. If I was with a group that wanted to go try the kitchen sink, 100% I would go. But like for food alone, there are a lot of places I would go before this. But the atmosphere is really cute.
I agree. So I would go have ice cream here again through their walk-up window. It would be a lot for me to make a reservation again, unless the kids were like begging me for this experience, then I might consider it. But it's not anything that I'm dying to do again.
How would they know about it? Would they like watch a video?
I watch a
You should bring
lot.
it up to them. They're not going to know about it.
No, but I watch a lot, y'all. I watch a lot of Disney vloggers, and so they know a lot of things
Yes.
because we do this. Now, where I want to try, and I should talk about the reservations I made for my upcoming trip because I did make them, and I told you all that I was nervous about that, so I should
I
bring that up.
found it.
Oh, nice.
That's how big it is. It's the size of my face. I was not exaggerating.
So the place I want to try the new Cake Bake Shop. Have you heard of the Cake Bake Shop?
So I have heard of the Cake Bake Shop. And okay, do you want to try the dessert side of the Cake Bake Shop or the food?
So
Can you do one or the other? Because I have opinions, but that's my first question.
So if I'm taking price out of it, because everybody's talking about how expensive it is, then I want to try both.
So there are two sides.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. I would want to do the desserts. The foods themselves sound so good. And the reason she said, am I taking price out of it, is because the foods are very highly elevated for a cake bake shop.
Yeah.
Like, what? Are we in Mary Poppins Cake Bake? Like, where are we?
It looks really cute. It's got chandeliers all in it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like you're walking in. It gives Grand Floridian vibes.
Yes, for sure. For sure. And so the reason I want to try this, it's on the boardwalk as well. It is a cute place. I think there's some others in other parts of the country, so this is not the first.
Oh, I didn't know
their
that.
Cakes and their desserts are like $20 to $30 a piece, so they're expensive.
Well, I can't say much about that because I would spend a hefty amount of money on a dessert in Disney. I don't know what it is. I am very good at budgeting outside of Disney, and you take me to Disney, and I like to compare myself to a cartoon with holes in my pockets. Like, I walk in and the money just falls out.
Okay, wait. We've talked about two other things. One, the reservations I made.
Okay.
And two, the themes just came out for Disneyland Run next year.
Yeah. They did.
If I wasn't going to Disney World twice within 2 months, in January and February, I would be so hard pressed.
Okay, what do you want to talk about first? So,
Let's talk about the runs because I feel like I just like prepped everybody for that.
okay, so Disneyland, it's going to be September 4th through the 7th, I believe. The themes are incredible. We are back to original villains. There has not been an original villains theme since Wine and Dine in Disney World. It was the year right before I did it. So I want to say it was 2020 or 2021. I'm looking, I have my Wine and Dine water bottle with me. So I'm looking, but the themes are incredible. So we'll start all the way back because I didn't even send her this part, so I don't know if she knows. The kids race theme is
I'm gonna cry.
it is like Captain Hook.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. I'm sure like you could incorporate Tink and all of that. The yoga theme is the Queen of Hearts.
Okay.
The 5K theme is Ursula.
No. No.
You knew that.
I didn't pay attention that it was the 5K. I could do that one.
I sent her this morning. Like I sent it to her.
I was at an all-day leadership, like I'm in a leadership year-round thing. I was in a leadership class today all day, and I had a quick break, and I looked at them and was distraught. I did not know that Ursula was the 5K.
Yeah. Okay, so
I need to start a GoFundMe to get Tori to Disneyland for
that
Ursula.
is a distance that she could easily obtain.
I could do that one.
I know.
We could dress up like Flotsam and Jetsam.
Mm-hmm. That's why I thought you'd be really excited. So that's the 5K.
How are you going to convince my husband?
I don't even know if I'm fully convinced. So the 5K is Ursula. The 10K is Cruella.
Okay.
The half is Maleficent.
Oh.
And the Chills and Thrills Challenge 19.3 theme is Pain and Panic. I know. The challenge theme is off the charts. Like, challenge is right now, the challenge theme is my favorite. I'm also a big fan of the yoga theme.
When do we have to register?
So registration is December 3rd. I know. It's so early. So early. Like, we were just there. Disney, I have qualms. I just gave you all my money. Like, when am I supposed to rebuild the money? So, yeah, it's currently December 3rd. There are a few issues as far as personally for me, and those, one of them being that I work that day, so I don't know how I would register. Two being that I have had sites set on Dopey the following year, and I don't think that I could feasibly go to Disneyland in September and run Dopey in January financially. Think I would have to pick one and stick to that lane, which is hard because I like the themes. But the other thing that's a little tricky is I did a Halloween run here in St. Louis, and I ran as Cruella, so I feel like I already did it in a way. And then I am planning on doing Princess running as Maleficent, which is the half theme. And so I'm like, well, I feel like I kind of already did that. But Pain and Panic, man, I really like them. We were almost them for Halloween.
Ursula.
And Ursula, I know. Well, then that's the whole thing is like...
That might be the only way you ever get me to run.
I know. It's a long way to go for a 5K. So it's a lot to think about. We'll be thinking about it and pondering and...
for the next 3 weeks. That's all we got.
Yeah, I know. There's also a chance that I could be in court, so that's fun. I have jury duty the day before.
I've never had jury duty.
Yeah, this is my first time.
Okay, well, I'm already sad and depressed about that because I don't think I'll be able to convince my husband that he's letting me do 2 girls' trips back to back.
It's the first time she's ever been interested in a Run Disney event.
Ever. But I made my reservations for my girls' trip.
Yes.
And I double booked every single day because My friends are wonderful. And they are so gracious and they just want me to have fun, even though they're all coming. And so they're all like, well, you know best and do things you've never done. And we don't care. We just want to do what you want to do. And I'm like, okay. So it made it harder in some ways.
Yes.
So we get in on a Tuesday,
Hmm.
around lunchtime. So I made two reservations for that day. One at Artisan's Point. So that is a character meal, and that is Snow White, the Evil Queen, and the Seven Dwarfs, which I've never done.
It's only two dwarfs.
Oh, it says a seven.
It does, but unless they have decided to bring them all out, there are only two, and
Which
it
two?
Grumpy and Dopey.
Okay, well, that might be worth it. But
Well, thank goodness it's her favorite one.
so that, and then
Fantastic. Sorry to butt in. I love that place.
and then um and I've never been there. And then the other is I can't think of it. Is it Boatwrights? Which is the Cajun restaurants in
Yeah.
Downhill at Port Orleans, which is where we're staying. And one of my best friends that's coming is loves Cajun food. But and I told her this as well, it doesn't have the best reviews, so I made it because she loves that kind of food, but I'm not sure anybody is really sold on it. But it's
I've been
booked.
to both.
You've been to boat rides at Port Orleans?
I'm pretty sure that's the place that's got like the big boat inside.
Yeah, why did you go?
Oh, I did it before a race. My first like Run Disney
Did you like
weekend.
it?
I thought the food was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose between the two, one of my favorite character dinings and like food at a character dining I've probably ever done is Artisan's Point.
Okay. Then the next day we're gonna do Magic Kingdom Day, and I have double booked there. I've got Tony's Town Square Restaurant,
Hmm.
and then I also have Skipper Canteens. And I think if I went way back in my memory, I've done Tony's, but that would have been when I was itty bitty and they've had a full menu change, and I definitely have not been back since. And I've heard the food is so much better. Um, and then Skipper Canteen, I've just heard that it's pretty good food. Like it's underrated and it's more unique food.
I've heard good things about that as well. Part of me wants you to go to Tony's just because I feel like you say the food's so bad and I want you to try it and tell us if it's better.
If it's better. And then the next day we're going to Hollywood Studios, and I double booked that. So at the morning, but I actually got like 11:55, so as late as possible. Topolino's character breakfast, which I have done. I did that in March, but the food was fantastic, and it was a really great character experience. And then also have a reservation at Hollywood Brown Derby, which I've never done.
Wait, did you get rid of Oga's?
Oh, we do have Oga's in there too because one of my other best friends really wanted to do that. So that is something they gave input on, and so we've got that somewhere in the middle.
So that will stay.
That will stay no matter what.
Oh, thank goodness. I love Oga's. And I, most of the time, don't. I actually, anytime I've been, I have not gotten a true alcoholic drink. And I still love it. So,
There we go. So that's what's booked right now. I just have to make some cancellations before the 24-hour mark when we clear some things up. But at least things are booked. One thing I will tell you when you are booking dining reservations, and then I'll get off this because that's not really our topic today. But if you're booking dining reservations, again, you can book at 60 days, and we're staying on property, so we can do it for our whole stay. They've updated the dining reservation website now, so when you do it, you can look over multiple days where it used to only be one. So you can do it for up to 10 days. So if you are going from like a Saturday to a Saturday, you can look that entire window. So those harder to get reservations, you don't have to go day by day by day. You can just put the window and then see what's available, which is nice.
really nice.
The other thing I will say, some of the what they call like magical extras. So this would be like your Bippity Boppity Boutique. I think the tours, that kind of stuff. They actually open at midnight. They don't open at the 6 a.m. time spot. So dining reservations open at 6 a.m. The Eastern time. Is that right? Eastern time.
Eastern. wherever Florida is. I think that's in
So it's an hour ahead of where we're at. So I always have to get up at like 4:50 to make sure I'm ready to go so I can make those reservations. But the extras open at midnight, so 11 o'clock our time the day before. And if you try to wait till the morning, those reservations are gone for those extra things. So just things to think about.
Yes. One more update. I forgot to bring it with me up the stairs, but I did receive my pen. I have not opened it because I want to make a video, but it did come in the mail.
Woohoo! Make a short for us, put it up.
And I may or may not have ordered another one, so I have 2 things to open.
Can't wait. Very excited. All right, before we go, we're going to end with a little fact or fiction. And this one was actually submitted by one of our listeners.
Oh.
A listener suggestion. So this is dolls, and It's a Small World get new outfits each year. Join us next time for the answer.
You've been listening to Sisters in the Kingdom. If you like this episode, please drop us a rating or review below. We hope you've enjoyed this little piece of Disney in your day. And remember, you are the magic.